Yes, well, she didn't find your last message yet. She didn't find my last message yet. It doesn't mean that she's not going to find it at all. Yeah, okay. Calm down. That's not what we want, is it? Hello, Mum. We've just had the first meeting of our tutor groups this morning. Everyone in my group's really sporty. They're very nice, though, and I made them all laugh. It was very funny. I don't know what I did, but... Oh, yes, and our form tutor is Mr. Leck. And it turns out he's a very generous man. Yes, he's already given me 2 detentions. We were meant to have cross-country running with him, which is when I told him I didn't have my games kit. And that's when I got my first detention. So he wanted me to run in my pants. Made me take my shorts off. That's when I got my second detention. As you know, I don't wear pants because of my allergic reaction to waistbands, so... But he does have a very wicked sense of humour. And everyone found it very funny when he made me run naked. Actually, no. Not the policeman who picked me up and took me to the station. No, he just lent me his helmet. He wasn't laughing. I can't be a sexual deviant as I've never had sex. And he didn't really have an answer for that. But it's not a lie, though. I haven't had sex. In fact, I've only ever been with a prostitute once. And that doesn't really count because it was Cousin Mary. Do you remember? She was a taxi driver during the day and a prostitute at night. Yes, Dad hired her to take me to Bracknell on my birthday. She's actually quite a good driver for a woman. And she is a fantastic kisser. But she's rubbish at bowls. And she won't go all the way on the first date, which is strange for a prostitute. Still, maybe next time. What was I talking about? As my form tutor, it was Mr. Leck who came to pick me up. Which wasn't ideal. I tried to explain to the police about you forgetting to pack my clothes and how Mr. Leck had made me do cross-country in the nude because of my allergic reaction to elastic waistbands. But when he arrived, he just pooh-poohed all of that by saying that I was a difficult child. And the policeman said that I should watch out now as he knew my face. Could you point out which end that is to me, then? Was Mr. Leck's answer, and everyone laughed. Including the policeman this time. He is quite funny. He didn't crack any jokes on the way home, though. Going on up to the spirit in the sky, that's where I want to go when I die. There's going to be a disco party at the local girls' school on Saturday evening, and we're all invited. Lecky says that after the incident with the police, he wouldn't need much of an excuse to stop me going. But I think he's only joking. We're going to be taken over there by minibus and then left in the room with the girls. Real live ones! I can't wait. I do have to get through my first detention tomorrow, but I think the thought of the disco party is going to make it a lot easier. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm going to go to the place that's the best. Detentions are not good. They're not good, and they are not fun. Mr. Leck does, however, enjoy giving them. So much so that I've got another one. I had to clean the toilets with my toothbrush. Only it turns out you didn't pack my toothbrush either, did you, Mum? My wash bag was just full of batteries. And they're all dud. Only I didn't want to tell Mr. Leck that I didn't have one, so I just pretended I did and used my finger. And I would have got away with it if he hadn't asked to inspect my brush at the end. And when I told him I didn't have one, and that I'd used my finger, he said, "You are a repulsive inbreed," and gave me another detention. I remember Dad reading me a story about repulsive, and how she was locked away in a really tall tower, and the handsome prince climbed up her hair to kiss her. Dad used to say that I was like the handsome prince, climbing up the hair to kiss Repulsive. I've decided to become proactive in my search for Numpty the knowledgeable, the constant being. So I'm going to put an advert in the national papers. If Muhammad can't go to Numpty the knowledgeable, the constant being, then I shall take Numpty the knowledgeable, the constant being to Muhammad. It's more expensive than I thought, so I can only afford to put it in one paper. And I have to keep it short because you pay by the letter. So I've come up with this. Little Lesley seeks constant being. I thought there can't be more than one constant being, and if there are, then the chances are they'll probably know Numpty the knowledgeable, the constant being. Apply St. abbreviated to ST, because that's cheaper. Ursula's School for the Unwanted. Just have to find some way to pay for it now. I'll let you know how it goes. Nanu, nanu.